Risk of Rain artifact challenge, but I add an artifact every single day. Today I'm starting off with the artifact Dissonance. I also wanted to add, to shake things up a bit, I'm going to change survivors for every single artifact change every day. This will ensure that things don't get too stale, and so I can prepare for the artifact metamorphosis. It also has to do with because I kind of suck on this game sometimes, so I have to make sure I'm able to play with multiple characters in one run. But I'm gonna stop yapping and actually get to the runs now. Which one, if you can even call it that. I say that because I started the teleporter. And I died off rip. So, not off to a good start. Let's act like that never happened, okay? Here is the actual stage 1. As everyone starts, I of course scout the area for items and enemies. I see I have a pretty decent spawn, so I decided to go money hunting. After I collected enough money, I went to go and get some loot. First item was gasoline. Then my second item was a sticky bomb. And my last item was monster teeth. Keep monster teeth in mind for later. I get a drone, then I make my way to the portal. Let me say, I did not expect for this portal event to be so annoying. I had a really close call from an undeserved stray, but honestly, when do strays not happen in this game? Because of that, I had to lock in, because I'm not dying for a stage. That's just not happening. This was probably the worst portal for first stage because they dragged it on way longer than I wanted it to go on for. Mainly because they made me chase these pests. After I was done playing an unwanted game of tag, I got a couple items and I went through the portal. Not much of substance really happened on stage 2, so we're just gonna skip to the portal. But I can say I definitely got a lot of items that would help me in this run later on. The teleporter event was way easier than I expected. Got the rip pretty fast. The worm was a bit annoying to fight because, you know, they keep going under the ground and stuff. And I had the other enemies just shooting at me and stuff, so I kind of had to improvise. So I used the environment to my advantage and decided to hide behind cover. The first proactive thought that actually decided to appear in my brain in this run. Once I had the advantage, I made quick work of the teleporter boss. After that was done, I got a couple items and went on to the next stage. This floor had a Shrine of Challenge, so I wanted to see if I truly had enough power to be able to take that on, and maybe that shows that the run might go well or not. Also, I'm a greedy goblin when it comes to loot. I started up the teleporter, and to my surprise, it actually didn't go as bad as I thought it would. But I didn't have enough defense on me to be able to withstand as much damage that they were outputting. So I kind of still had to think about it smart and strategically. So I made sure I was moving around more than I usually do. And with that, I was able to seamlessly beat them. Even if I didn't beat them, I would have had an extra life because I got a soul shrine earlier in the stage, which I sadly was not able to record because I forgot to record it. Anyways, that's besides the point. I get this teleporter done, then I move on to the next stage. Walk into the stage knowing that I was probably a bit underpowered to actually deal with this. But my first instinct when it comes to going into stages with big enemies is to target them first so I can get as much money as I can and just start looting. Usually I would go for the big chest, but with a challenge like this, it does not leave me any room to breathe. So my instinct is just to go kill that enemy, get some loot, and then just go for the teleporter. And if I have enough money afterwards, I'll get it. But if I don't, then it's alright. I'll go loop and just, you know, go get it then. It started to become a bit apparent to me that this was not going to be an easy floor, because I'm not putting in as much damage as I would like, or as much damage that's really helping me. And you want to know what's contributing to that? It's the dang monster teeth. Remember the item I told you to remember? Yeah, that item started to make it so my rage form would come in less often. Less often means less damage. More kills means more heals. More heals means less damage, and less damage means less of the rage form. For some reason, every time I'm Void Fiend, they always give me the monster teeth, and I have to actively not pick it up because it always drops my damage. But I was able to kill it, though be it took me a very long time to actually kill it. But once I was able to kill it, I was able to get my items, and yeah, you know, so on. So I was on this stage longer than I want to admit, but I was sitting here, I guess, trying to get my damage up, trying to find any way to, you know, be able to win this run. And I actually ended up finding a scrapper, and the minute I could scrap the monster tooth, I scrapped it right away. Now, without that cursed object in my inventory, this run seemed a little bit more bright than it was. Now that I was able to do that, I went on over to the teleporter and I started it up. Now, I wasn't super confident in this teleporter event because I still was underperforming in damage. I didn't have as much items as I wish I did, but I still, you know, pushed through anyways. At some point, it looked like they had the upper hand, but instead of backing down and not trying to use the heals that the game gave me, I decided to be like, I'm just going to use the heals that they keep giving me against them. Because I had Nuka's Hana, so it would be a pretty easy way to come back from it instead of the heals feeling like they're against me all the time. Gladly, I was able to actually win the teleporter event, which I definitely thought I was going to lose because of the circumstances that I had been put into. I scrapped some things because I've overstayed my welcome, and I decided to go straight to the portal. I arrive on stage 5 expecting it to not go very well because of how long I stayed on stage 4. And before I even do anything, I decided to test out my damage, and this is exactly how it went. Yeah, so this run is going horribly. Not even a speck of damage. So I try my best to scavenge this run, whatever there is to scavenge, because this run is not going well at all. If I didn't stay on the other stage as long as I did, it could have gone much better. But sadly, I'm a loot goblin, so I stayed for too long, and this game keeps selling me by giving me stuff that heals me, which in turn keeps my, you know, rage form away, which is awesome. But I try my best to get as much items as I can to at least see if I can somehow turn this run around, because I have turned runs around before. It's possible, it's just that it's not easy, you know. And because I'm not doing as much damage, I'm not getting as much money, which I can't get as much items because of it. But honestly, I'm just gonna stop talking and just let y'all see how the run turns out in the first place. Now, I'm not the kind of person to just sit there, lose, and just take it. So after this, I decided to go into another run. I did last longer, but I met the same exact fate as my last run. Underpowered, getting sold, and lost again. So after that, I decided to take a little break. But I came back, and I showed this game I'm not just gonna give up. So I did the only thing I could do, adapted.
You can see it, Maharaga! You can see my cast technique!
Nice.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you like, subscribe, and I am trying to experiment with videos right now. Like, I don't think I'm gonna do another video like this though, because honestly, I didn't really like doing it, but I was experimenting with edits and I did see what I want to do. But next video probably is going to be different. It depends. But I do hope you guys enjoyed the video, liked it, and subscribed. Please do. Okay, I need it. I need it. But in all seriousness, I really hope you guys did enjoy, liked it, and subscribed. I want to try this YouTube thing, but I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your days and try to have a smile on your face and have a good outlook on life. God bless you.